All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday, last night of Hanukkah. Hey, happy Hanukkah to everybody out there celebrating Hanukkah and wrapping things up. I hope it was a good one for you. And who's the good girl? Bodi wishes you a happy Hanukkah as well. Good girl, Bodi. Good girl Bodi. 'Cause she's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. Bodi Hotline, Bodi Fun Line. Call the Bodi line. Say something nice to Bodi. She's waiting for you. Sing a little sing-along. Do a little zippity-doo-dah. Say something fun. Say a little pun. Say a little short story. Say a little rhyme or riddle. Do your thing. We'll make it a feature on the show. Do your little sing-along so we can sing it with you. Bodi and I will do a duet. Or with you, it'll be, what do they call that? A tripet? And we'll sing it together. Hey, we'll blow the world's mind with your little zippity-doo-dah song. Trust me, we'll do it. DeanBodi.com is the website, and the links are on there. I want to get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The other link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. We can start it off with a zippity-doo-dah. Are you ready? Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a glorious day. Plenty of sunshine heading our way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. Dippity, zadoo, yappity-da-ba-da-ba-da. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Let's make it a great day, yeah! So listen, Bodi with these new Chomps beef sticks. Let me tell you something about these. All these crazy flavors they got, but they're grass-fed and grass-finished. What'd he say? Grass-fed and grass-finished. In case you didn't catch the episode, that I talked about this, there's a difference. Grass-fed sometimes means they start off eating the grass through most of their lives, and for some reason, they switch gears over there and they finish them up eating grains. What's the point? I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get it. So grass-fed all the way through, and then they finish with the grass all the way till the end. I don't have to get into the details what the end is, but, not good for the cow, but what are you going to do? But that's grass-fed and grass-finished. Finished doesn't mean they rub grass all over their bodies. It means they eat grass all the way through until they finish with grass. All right. So these Chomps beef sticks are grass-fed and grass-finished, and they got crazy flavors. So we're trying different ones, and Bodi loves the original beef. I tried to give her this crazy turkey jalapeno flavor, and I put them both on the plate. Half the plate had the beef stick, regular. The other half had, the other half had the turkey jalapeno. And I'm like, okay, well, she'll eat the beef probably first, then go to town on the turkey one. Let's give her some variety. She didn't even, she lifted her nose in the air to the turkey and devoured the beef. So half the plate of turkey was still sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, back to the drawing board with that one. So that went into the garbage. They have other ones like, what do you call it? They got beef habanero. Too spicy for Bodi. They got beef jalapeno. Too spicy for Bodi. I think that's why she didn't eat the other one. A little too spicy. She knows how that feels. Going in and coming out the other side, not too good. Just like when we do it. You ever have a real spicy, super hot, like 3 Mile Island hot wings? Or some kind of crazy name they give them. You'll be dead in 5 minutes wings. And you go to the bathroom, and if you're from Jersey, bathroom, and you go and you shoot flames out your toches. Okay? Same kind of thing with the dog. They learn. And anyway, Bodi likes to be, at least we found the good one. So I ordered a bunch of the Chomps, regular beef, original flavor. So Bodi has a little special treat for the Bodster. Grass-fed, grass-finished. All right. So look, I didn't do full transparent. We do it real over here, DeanBodi. First of all, we're coming at you daily, DeanBodi, because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly, except for yesterday. I kind of missed it because I had a little bit of a health issue, and I crashed, and I woke up the following day. I haven't been sleeping good for I don't know, probably going on 3 months now with this adrenal issue. I got a road ahead of me to heal all this. So it was an opportunity for letting myself get knocked out. It was wild, man. I just went to lie down and take a nap around, and it was early, around 9 o'clock. And I was going to take Bodi for her walk like around midnight so she can take a leak and do a little pee-pee that Bodi needs to do. And the next thing I know, I woke up 6 in the morning. I was up and down a little bit, draining some fluids, as it were, and other things that I was just tossing and turning. But I did end up getting a deep sleep for a little while, longer than usual. And that's what happened. It's just, what are you going to do? I mean, life is throwing curveballs. And we're trying to get around this one and knock them out of the park, but it's going to take some time. And not a pity party, but I'm just letting you know what's going on over here. We don't like to miss any days, but when it happens, we're going to face up to it and do our thing. So, doesn't mean I don't want you to click the like button or ring the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of these shows because these are real shows. If you got a opportunity and you're feeling very Hanukkah, put a little 5-star rating and a nice review on the podcast would be awesome. If you like what's going on over here, hey, consider subscribing. Our numbers are going up. We're fired up. And the energy's going back in the right direction. Whatever we're dealing with, we're still going to come at you. When we bring it, we're going to be bringing it. So now that we talked about that, I'm having another gout flare-up. And I'm learning, here's the deal, as I'm biohacking myself. Bio means life. And hacking means exactly that. Hacking your body like a computer hacker hacks computers. Same kind of thing. For example, let's just say you're doing all the right things and you're feeling really tired anyway. Could be that you're just making these changes in your body. It takes energy for your body to heal. It can happen. Listen to it. If it's saying nap time, you might have to do that until your body starts to recalibrate and get down the road. These things don't happen overnight. You got to give it a fair shake and keep moving forward and plow through some of this adjustment period. And with the keto diet and things like that, with the intermittent fasting, there's a major adjustment period as you're trying to get keto, as what they call it, keto adapted. And it takes a little time. So what I'm trying to say is I'm finding out that while you do the intermittent fasting, uric acid goes up. Your body uses uric acid as an antioxidant and things like that. So your body makes 60% of it comes from production of your body. Endogenous, not exogenous. Endogenous is coming from the inside, exogenous from the outside. So 60% from your body. And that's why it's not coming from the proteins. That's not the problem. The problem is your kidneys are not eliminating it as well as they should. So as you go through this process, and I have to grind through it and keep going as this is healing my kidneys and making them function better, you start fixing that insulin resistance. That's why F is for fructose. Sugar's up, insulin levels are up in the body. That starts to recalibrate, and you start to get that balanced out. That's just how it goes. Either you're going to deal with it and keep moving forward, or, you're never going to come out the other side. So that's what's going on, and we're going to go through this healing process, which totally makes sense to me. As my body could be functioning a lot better. I put it through a lot of stuff in my life, and I've done different healthy diets for long periods of time. Got myself in great shape and all that stuff, and I've been in great shape too and still had a flare-up. I've just lost 25 pounds, 26 pounds, still having a flare-up and all these things because my body's not functioning well. I'm also dealing with this adrenal gland insufficiency, which is already another battle I'm dealing with already. So, of course, my body's not functioning well. That whole has to come back and get that cortisol levels back up to normal, and adrenals got to heal. Muscle tone starts coming back. I'm getting the quadruple whammy. But, I've got about 14 lives. 15 lives easy. I'm thinking 15. And I'm thinking I got about another 8 still, to go. I'm good. Cats got nothing on me. They only got 9. So anyways, we're trying to biohack. And as an example, I was going to give you, let's say you're doing all the right things and you're feeling kind of lethargic and tired. What's going on? I'm eating so many healthy things. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm intermittent fasting. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But you like to eat nuts, like a squirrel. And maybe you have a sensitivity to something like that, So stop eating those for 30 days and notice how you feel. And if you start feeling a lot better, you have answers. You've just kind of biohacked yourself. Not everybody has that sensitivity or the problem, but biohacking yourself is you start fine-tuning you. Hey, the broad strokes are the same, but the fine-tuning comes in with paying attention to those kinds of details. That's all. You can't just ignore it and sweep it under the rug and think it's going to happen. I just threw away a bunch of supplements today. Whole bunch of supplements that, too many things. I don't want to see them anymore. And this whole process is costing me more than I wanted it to, but this is the way it is, man. Get out some of the old stuff. Don't stop taking too many things. And this whole bulletproof method that I'm dealing with too, learning from that and getting they got a supplement line, which, look, I like the fact that you're sticking with the philosophy. Things that make sense in all this whole thing. Bulletproof coffee and whatever. You got to give it a fair shake, man. You can't just run for the hills too quickly. So anyway, I still got to deal with this crisis. It still hurts. And, unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable, but it is what it is. Things could always be worse. And I'm not looking for no pity party. We're going to keep moving forward. But real life stories here, DeanBodi. That's what this podcast is all about. We want you to be with us on this journey, whatever it might be. And maybe we're helping somebody else out there with some of their stuff. Right? Let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi. I just don't want to shortchange anybody. DeanBodi Show. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a glorious day. There's plenty of sunshine, it's coming our way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, yada-da-da-da-da-dee-da. Ba-da-boo, ba-bee, zippity-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-boo. Oh! A cleaner lemonade. Oh, yeah, I made a cleaner one today with the healthy lemonade. I'll share that with you in a second. And, oh my God, this 90-year-old guy doing deadlifts of 405 pounds makes me look like a wimp. My Ninja blender arrived. All right. And, oh, yeah, the biohacking we talked about. And we're doing some gout wrestling. That's what we're doing. We're in the wrestling ring with the gout. But Bodi initiates playtime. And Ocean Waves relax Bodi. Ninja blender. Listen, the ocean waves relax Bodi big time. Get, the smart TV, go on YouTube and put up the ultra high def ocean waves or sunsets or sunrises, depending on what day. But yeah, that's what I mean. If it's night, we'll put high def 4K sunset. And it'll come up with a bunch of things, like 10 hours of a cool ocean beach, and you'll hear the waves, the sun's coming down, so the light's not too bright, right by her big bed. And I'll take the sound dock, I got the Bose, and I'll put on my meditation album that's on there, and or sleepy time music album. Hit that, so this ambient, relaxing music is right there with the little waves in the background, and Bodi is out like a light. And she's stretched out, meditation by the waves, putting her into dreamy dream Bodi land, and it couldn't be more adorable. Did I tell you how much I love Bodi? She's the good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world, yeah. The good girl, Bodi, yeah. The best girl in the world, oh yeah. Who loves the ocean wave sound and the meditation music. DeanBodi.com is a website, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Got the link on there. The other one will take you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. All the videos are on there. We're past, I don't know, we're in like the 190 on the videos. It's about 10 more than the podcast in the 180s. We're getting close to the episodes getting to 200. That's the next achievement, and the next download achievement is 6,000. We just had the 5,500 celebration from Buzzsprout. All right. So Bodi likes the meditation. We're doing that whole thing. We made a cleaner lemonade. So as I'm biohacking, I said, what can I do different to clean it up a little bit better? Whatever it might be. Like today, celery sticks and cucumber. How delicious is that meal? Oh, God. Holy moly. So anyway, I make the cleaner lemonade. And what I mean is I was starting the other one with Pellegrino sparkling water, just a little can. And then I would put the apple cider vinegar with the mother from Bragg's. I put a little pink Himalayan salt in there. I get half of the eyedropper of the unsweetened stevia, organic, from Sweet Leaf. And shake that puppy up. And then fill the rest with purified water. And I said, let me remove the sparkling water, even though it's loaded with minerals and all, and it gives it a little bubbly. Let's just go all purified water. Just because of no carbonation, let's just clean it up just a little bit here and start to fine tune it. Let me tell you, all water is just as delicious. It was awesome. I love this drink. I love it to death. You get your electrolytes and keep them balanced. And as we're going to be healing these kidneys so they can get rid of this uric acid and function better, that's where the tune-up needs to be. The last time I had labs, the kidney numbers were good. The liver numbers were good. But there's still, they could be way better. They could be functioning way better to start getting rid of it. Get that insulin resistance better. All right. So you get this insulin sensitivity, and you get insulin levels down, and you're staying away from all the fructose and all that stuff, and the grains and all those starchy carbs, so you don't get that have that problem, and you start tuning this whole system up. Just like with this adrenal gland thing coming down from the pituitary, communicating with the adrenal, giving it a little elbow on the side of the you-know-what, saying, hey, let's start making that cortisol again. I'm noticing little changes. It wasn't too long ago where my whole right leg, as I called it, jello foot and rubber band hips. It's getting a little bit better, and I could not even lift my right big toe up. The jello foot was so jelloed out, okay? And I should trademark that name. Jello foot, but anyways, I couldn't lift the big toe up at all. I couldn't move any of those toes. Like the left side, boom, there's the big toe comes up. You extend it backwards. You know what I mean. Try it at home. And the big one, the right one, just a few days ago, I got it moving, and I'm staring at it and doing this, giving the old Jedi mind trick and meditation, focusing on bringing that toe up, and I'm finally kind of getting somewhere. I feel like Steven Seagal in that one movie when he was in the hospital, and all of a sudden he started doing all this acupuncture and all the smoke and coming from the acupuncture needles, if you remember that. Hard to Kill, I think it was. Awesome. And it was making me think of that. I'm staring at this toe. I'm going to make you rise again. So that's improving. Going from a sitting position to a standing, not as much dizziness because the adrenals are kicking on a little quicker and getting that blood pressure dialed in. And that whole thing is starting to get better because, let me tell you, 6 weeks ago, it was a nightmare and it was scary. So that's what's going on. So I'm not surprised this year to get all these things. Nothing's functioning where it needs to. But it doesn't mean I'm scared of what I'm doing and all that. You got to at least do the research, do some reading, and you get the reasons behind it, and that's what it is. During your fasting, uric acid levels go up. It's not the protein. It's not that. It's just your body's having a rough time expelling it. So you got to get things functioning better. Okay, so we had the clean lemonade, and we got the bubbly lemonade. Both of them super delicious. But both of them super delicious. So I want to say one more thing here. Bodi does initiate playtime. How fun is that? The 90-year-old and the ninja. The 90-year-old guy I saw today on Google, and too funny because he's deadlifting 405 pounds at 90 years old. And I'm over here complaining about a few things here and there. This guy is a beast. So that's something to shoot for. Okay? This guy, that's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm not complaining today because this guy's crushing it. Bodi likes to initiate playtime, and my small ninja blender arrived today. I'm fired up. And so what I mean is Bodi can kind of feel when, maybe I'm a little out of sorts and she knows. So she'll grab a toy, come running down the hall with one of those little Kong squeaky tennis balls, look at me with the ball in her mouth, give it a couple squeaks with her jaw, and then drop it on the floor, and then look at me like, come on, let's go. So I get it, and then she flies down the hall to my room, skids across the animal print rug that I got there, and looks back at me waiting for me to toss it. So I lob it. It arcs over her head, lands on her bed. She grabs it and then flies around here, does the Bodi Daytona 600 around back and forth, and we keep playing back and forth. It's way too much fun. She's the greatest of all time. And this ninja blender, now I can whip up the coffee like I'm supposed to. I'm like, okay, in the beginning, I'm just stirring it. The grass-fed butter, the MCT oil, the coffee, put a little pinch of pink Himalayan in there, and I'm doing the stirring method. I'm like, I'm still going to be getting down the ingredients, so what's the big deal? Excuse me. Wow, little tickle in my throat there talking about this, so... Anyway, we'll keep rolling. No, we're not going to edit that out. We like the rough edges here, DeanBodi. You having a problem? Get your own show. Why do we season both sides, Emerald? So both sides taste good. All right. So, anyways, listen, life is not perfect, and we like it that way. We just roll with it. We flip the mic, go A to Z. We put it in the can. So the little blender comes out, and I'm like, I started with the stirring method. Right? I'm like, what is all this blending and that, I'm still getting down the whatever. And I'm getting a little cocky with I'm going to do it my way thing. So then I got the bulletproof audio book. I'm walking Bodi around the neighborhood the other night in the frozen tundra. And I flip it on the chapter. The first thing he starts talking about is you have to blend the bulletproof coffee. I couldn't believe it. On the chapter that I was on. The blending breaks down the grass-fed butter, and you end up with something called micelles, which cranks up the butter and the antioxidant properties and the whole immune system building thing. There's a reason for everything. These guys are biohacking like nobody's business. So I said, okay. So I ordered this little blender. It came today. So tomorrow I can start whipping these things up. And you get it in that cup, you lock it in, and you whip it real quick, and I got to, the cups are ready to roll, so I'm fired up. I did one of the coffees today with the French press for the first time ever. Couple tablespoonfuls each cup. Put a little hot water in there, do a little slurry, 30-second hold time. Fill the rest up, right? And then you do a 4-minute hold and you stir it up and, get that mixed up real good. Do a 4-minute, let it sit there. And then I do another little stir, make sure it's nice and stirred in there. Take the plunger. You got to push it all the way down to the bottom. Pour yourself a cup. It was pretty wild. So anyway, I tried that for the first time. And I probably made the heaping tablespoons. I made it a little bit too strong. But, and so when you get that done, you pour the cup with the grass-fed butter in there. And now I got the new blender and the MCT oil. You can just pour it in that thing, lock it into the thing, and give it a blend. And you break down the grass-fed butter and get the micelles. Oh, yeah. So anyway, all of this stuff going on today. We're cool. We got to deal with this flare-up again. And what are you going to do, man? Something's always flaring up. One way or the other. The world's flaring up right now, but I'm not going to get caught up in the COVID-schmovid pandemic schmandemic. and whatever's going on, injecting all this fear all the time. And, what are you going to do? It's like, I could definitely go down this rabbit hole very easily. Maybe on a different episode, we'll let them have it. But that's not what we're here for. We're hoping you have a great day. And once again, hope you had a nice Hanukkah as we're going into the Christmas Eve and the Christmas Day next. Hope everybody's going to have a great Christmas. And as we go into New Year's, we make 2021 a way better year than this one and keep moving forward. And that's what I pray for everybody out there, DeanBodi land, and the world itself. And as all this starts to heal and also all this nonsense starts to go away. All right. So that being said, let me wrap this thing up with a nice little good girl Bodi, good girl Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com is the website. 800-878-9698. Bodi Hotline, Bodi Fun Line. Call it. Say something cool. Your first name, where you're from. We'll make it a feature on the show. We'll give your location a nice big shout out. And we'll have a little celebration, in your honor. How's that sound? And DeanBodi.com, they'll get the links on there. I want to get you over to the podcast. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And the link will get you over to the YouTube channel, the other one, the social. You'll see it on there. And DeanBodi Space Show YouTube channel. You can put your email on the site. We're developing a list, and we're checking it twice. We're going to see who is naughty or nice. All right. And we're going to figure something out with it as we start, I don't know, getting merch dialed in or whatever, trying to put some thought to it, trying to get myself where I can think straight and feel more solid and start to plant some ideas already. But in the meantime, we got your back here, DeanBodi. Thanks so much for all your support. We love you here, DeanBodi. And we're going to see you tomorrow and keep doing our thing, all right? Have an awesome rest of your day. Let's make it an awesome weekend. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.